I'm John with Professional Fire Equipment. Today I want to talk to you about the fire suppression system in your exhaust hood. What will happen is, in the event of a fire, you have fusible links up inside your exhaust hood. What they are is two pieces of metal that are soldered together. They'll melt and break, and that's what sets your system off automatically. You'll have chemical coming out of each one of the nozzles, behind the filters, and up in the ductwork, all at the same time, and the system will dump completely. At the same time, we're going to shut the fuel off to it, whether it's gas or electric. So we not only extinguish the fire, we cut off any fuel source. The chemical, when it comes down, is going to mix with your grease. It's going to saponificate. That's a foam that causes a layer of non-flammable material between your grease and your outside air. The liquid system is also going to cool the grease down below the flash point so that it won't reignite. At the same time, we're going to shut the supply air off so that we don't bring in any air to feed a fire. And if the exhaust fan is off, we will turn it on so we pull that chemical throughout the exhaust duct system. If that doesn't happen fast enough, then what we want to use is your manual release. If your fire suppression system hasn't gone off quick enough, then what you want to do is you want to dial 911. You want the fire department coming. If you get the fire out, they will help determine what caused the fire in the first place. If you don't get the fire out, they're coming. It only takes minutes for a small fire to become a large fire. And you don't want to be calling them after you don't get it out. If they're on the way there, they're going to bring the manpower and the equipment to ensure that the fire gets put out properly. But you do have a manual override for your fire suppression system, so that after you've experienced the fire and it hasn't gone off quick enough, you can set your fire system off yourself so that you can set that chain reaction of chemical coming out and gas being shut off, electricity being shut off, and putting the fire out. From there, if it doesn't quite get it out, there might be grease down the backside of some equipment or something like that, we have what's called a K fire extinguisher. It's the same liquid that is inside the fire suppression system itself. So it will react with your grease the same way as your fire suppression system chemical will too. And the way it works is you want to use this after you've dumped the fire suppression system, after you've called 911. This fire extinguisher is meant solely for your kitchen. It's not the fire extinguisher you want to grab to go anywhere else in the building to put out a paper fire or to put out a car fire. It's more expensive to refill than a regular dry chemical fire suppression system, but it is meant to put out the greases in the cooking process. The way it works is you pull your hose out, pull the pin out. This is a safety, is to keep anybody from accidentally setting the fire extinguisher off. Point this at the base of the flame, squeeze the top handle against the bottom handle, and chemical will spray out in particles small enough and far enough apart. It won't allow any electricity to find its way back to ground through you.